Welcome to the class of Public Administration. Today, the topic that we are going to discuss is scope of public administration. It is equally important for UG and PG students. By the scope of public administration, we mean the major concerns of public administration as an activity and as a discipline. That means the activities which it performs and the activities and the thirst on which it focuses as a subject. Broadly speaking, public administration embraces all the activities of the government. As we have discussed in our previous videos, that public administration has to do with the activities of the government, that is the public sector. Hence, as an activity, the scope of public administration is no less than the scope of state activity. That is, all the activities which are performed by the state come within the scope or fall within the scope of public administration. In the modern welfare state, the people expect many things. The expectations of the people from the state have increased day by day. A wide variety of services and protection from the government. Services and the protection, both the things are needed by the people from the government. In this context, public administration provides a number of welfare and social security services to the people. Besides, it has to manage government owned industries and regulate private industries. Public administration covers every area and activity within the ambit public policy. Thus, the scope of public administration is very wide in modern state. Luther Gullick is the thinker who has put forward his views on the scope of public administration. And he sums up the scope of public administration in the letters POSDCORB, POSDCORB. Here each letter has a specific meaning. P stands for planning, means working out in broad outline the things to be done, the methods to be adopted to accomplish the purpose. In very simple terms, planning is a net to trap the future. What we wish to do and how we'll do that. O stands for organization, means the establishment of the structure of authority through which the work is subdivided, arranged, defined and coordinated. That is, organizations are created for the division of work in the organization. It is both formal and informal that we'll discuss later in our coming videos. S stands for staffing, means the recruitment and training of the personnel and their conditions of work. Recruiting means selecting the most capable person for a specific purpose. And training, when we recruit a person, he has to be trained in the art of doing the work of that organization. And it varies and differs from organization to organization. The training of IAS, for example, is different from the training of IPS. D stands for directing, means making decisions and issuing orders and instructions. Directions and instructions are issued from time to time for getting the work done in a proper manner. CO, it stands for coordination, means interrelating the work of various divisions, sections and parts of organization. If we fail to coordinate the activities of the organization, it will result into conflict, overlapping and wastage of resources. R stands for reporting, means informing the supervisors within the agency to whom the executive is responsible about what is going on. Reporting is must in an organization and it acts as a tool to audit the work which has been done. B stands for budgeting, means fiscal planning, control, and accounting. That is, what has been the income and what has been the expenditure. According to Gullick, the POSDCORB activities are common to all organizations, regardless of the nature of work they do. That means different organizations perform different types of activities. First, POSDCORB activities are common to all the organizations because we have to plan, we have to organize, we have to recruit the people, give the directions, coordinate the activities, exercise the reporting and budgeting, of course, without which an organization cannot survive. These activities are performed by public administration irrespective of the fact whether it is involved in military or in civil administration or in the administration of central or the state government or in the administration of local bodies. POSDCORB activities are common to all large-scale organizations and found in all the agencies, but nature and character of various governmental agencies and the services they perform differ from one organization to another. The administration of the railway department involves a different kind of work than the administration of the Department of Atomic Energy. Still, the activities POSDCORB are performed in all types of organization. The POSDCORB view only refers to the activities which are common to practically all the administrative positions, but it fails to take notice of an essential element involved in public administration. And what is that element? The knowledge of the subject matter. The knowledge of the subject matter is with which an administrative agency is concerned is very essential for the effective administration of the agency. Gullick's approach about the scope of public administration is technique oriented. That means POSDCORB is a technique to explain the scope of the organization rather than subject oriented. Subject means the area on which it focuses. The techniques can be common to the health administration, to educational administration, to the sports administration, but the nature of the work they perform, the subject matter is different. In fact, both the POSDCORB and the subject matter will constitute the proper scope of the study of public administration. That means, if we have to study the scope of the public administration in very proper way, then the techniques, that is POSDCORB, and the subject matter, that is the field in which these techniques are to be applied, should be studied together. Therefore, and it is a proper composition of the scope of public administration. According to Lewis Merriam, public administration is an instrument with two blades. It is an instrument with two blades, like a pair of scissors. One blade may be the knowledge of the fields covered by POSDCORB, and the other blade is the knowledge of the subject matter. Here he stresses on the knowledge of the field and the subject matter in which these techniques are applied. Techniques means the POSDCORB. Both blades must be good to make an effective tool. So, this is all about the scope of public administration. In nutshell, we can conclude that POSDCORB is a technique-oriented formula to explain the scope of public administration, and if it is combined with the subject matter, that is the field in which these techniques are to be applied, then it becomes a proper combination for the scope of subject matter. Thank you so much.